Yo, back at you with another episode. Yes, sir. It's official. Like a referee with a whistle. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on out here out in these streets. So smash the like button, share the video, and all that good stuff. And don't forget to check out the my Patreon. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit is fire over there. No, nobody is doing Patreon like me. I'll challenge um almost any of these guys, men and women. There's only one guy that I think Patreon is better than mine. But other than that, forget about it. Forget about it. I got the streets, I got the professionals, I got me, I got everybody on my Patreon. Everybody. I interview people from all walks of life, and nobody's doing the Patreon like me. Nobody. I challenge you. Find somebody that's doing the Patreon like me. You're not gonna find them. I got the streets on there. I got the professionals on there. I got all people from all walks of life on there. Stuff that you would never hear anywhere else, especially on the internet, at my Patreon. So, hey, go check it out, man. You will not be disappointed. But yeah, there's a lot of talk about the Roe versus Wade decision. That went well. I heard about this probably like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I want to say, and there was talks about it, how they was gonna do away with abortion on a federal level. And I don't got a problem with it, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of women out here that are abusing it. Really, they're really abusing it. You got women out here, man, that having 3, 5, 7, 10 abortions. That's ridiculous, man. I mean, and there women out here are talking about abortions like they're proud of the amount of abortions that they've had. That's not cool, man. So you got women that are abusing it. They're using abortion like it's birth control. I remember I used to go to school. I went to college with a girl. This was was it the first time or the second time I went to school? I think it was the second time I went to school. I met this girl. She was about 32 at the time. And she was bragging about how she had 7 abortions. And I'm looking at her like, you crazy? What are you fucking up your body, your inside? What are you trying to do? I mean, a lot of women are irresponsible out here, man. And then those same women will blame the guys. I'm like, well, if you kept your leg closed, you wouldn't have to worry about what the guy gonna do. Because in this country, unfortunately, women don't really have to take responsibility for anything. They get slaps on the wrist, and a lot of guys are super simps. A lot of guys make excuses for women when it comes to bad behavior. And we know the majority of times other women don't check other women. Other women make excuses for other women. with bad behavior. So that's pretty much where we at today. I mean, there's a lot of women out here that's done had abortions, man, and a lot of them probably will never tell you that secretly. You know, a lot of women they'll have an abortion, they don't even tell the guy anything. Period. So you might have gotten a girl pregnant, but she just never told you about it. It happens. It happens, man. You know. Yeah, but at the time, I think I was about if that woman was the woman that had 7 abortions. I think she was older than me. I think I was 28 at the time when she told me that, and I thought that was the craziest shit. 7 abortions, damn. And check this out. That same woman was trying to give me the business. Yeah, she was trying. She called me late one night after we went bowling. After we were done with bowling, I went home, she went home, and she called me and was like, you should come over. I'm like, no. Well, actually, I thought about it for a minute, and then I was like, nah, I don't think I should do that. You know, because when she told me she had 7 abortions, that kind of made me see her in a different light when she told me that. I don't know what it was, but it was something about that statement that kind of shifted my way of seeing her, you know, because maybe I didn't think she was that type of woman, but I just something about that that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, you know. And we were drinking too now. That's enough. We were drinking and it still rubbed me the wrong way. So I'm like, nah, I'll pass. You know, I forgot how I said it, but I ended up not going over there. I know that. I remember that. I ended up going over there, man. I was like, I'm good, man. You know. And then she did some foul shit after that. She I think it was New England and the Giants Super Bowl at the time. And she called me out of the blue. Hey, what you doing? Where you watching the Super Bowl at? I said, I'm just staying home. So she said, hey, you should come over. So I said, well, you know what? All right, shit. You know, I'll come over. Whatever. Man, that woman called me over there. And she called her ex-husband over there afterwards. So she used me. I figured out because when her ex-husband got there, he looked at me, I looked at him, and it was like what? It's one of those type looks. Like we both knew what this was all about. Like I'm talking like within 5 minutes, you know. But we, you know, sometimes what's understood don't have to be spoken. So we got it. So let's just look at the game, the Super Bowl on. No. It was one of them things, man. Let's just look at the Super Bowl and let's just keep the peace. And when the game over, we go about our business and that's it. And that's exactly what happened, you know. But she basically she called me over there because she was trying to get her ex-husband jealous. Well, this is some petty shit, you know. But hey, man, women won't abuse it. Well, they already did. If men would always use condoms, well, that's true too. A man wouldn't have to use a condom if the woman would keep her leg closed. And women have condoms as well, Pink Lady. So you can't just put it all on the men. Men and women have condoms. They can both put it on. But we know how this shit usually go. After about the 4th, 5th, 6th time of having sex with a woman, ain't no more condoms in most cases. That's how it usually go. And nobody's gonna say that, but that's how it usually go. And some people, the first time they have sex, raw. Let's just be real. That's how it go. It happens like that sometimes. It's the most, I would say, and I've had guys actually admit to this. The more attractive she is, he wants to go raw. You know, I've had guys justify and say stuff like that. And that woman, she ain't said nothing about putting on a condom to that dude. She let him go straight into it. So it's irresponsibility on both sides. But women can shut it down. You know, just keep your leg closed. You won't have to worry about nobody putting on a condom or anything like that, or nobody getting pregnant. You know, somebody has to be responsible. So I'm gonna share my page. Let's see. Yeah, ain't too many people using condoms like you think. And like I said, after about the 4th, 5th, or 6th time, man, them damn condoms gone. Shit. Them damn condoms gone, boy. Most people. But they get comfortable, especially if they get comfortable with somebody. Oh, you can really forget about it. For real, for real.
The Supreme Court has reached a decision on the landmark Roe v. Wade case. The ruling is on a case called Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization. It's Mississippi's law that bans nearly all abortions after 15 weeks gestational age. It's considered the most direct challenge to Roe v. Wade in nearly 30 years. The question today, whether the law is constitutional, and we will have that answer in a matter of seconds. There were 3 possible outcomes. The court could strike down the law, which is seen as highly unlikely. It could uphold the law, or the court could uphold the Mississippi law and overrule Roe v. Wade. This would not make abortion illegal, but it would allow the states to ban it. As an aside, about half of the states would do so, and many have a mechanism in place right now to make this automatic. So while we wait for the details, and we'll get them in just a matter of seconds from Pete Williams of the court's decision, this particular case began in March of 2018 when Mississippi passed the Gestational Age Act. Supporters argue the law is intended to regulate inhumane procedures. and that a fetus is capable of detecting and responding to pain by that point in pregnancy. Opponents contend that the Supreme Court has repeatedly ruled otherwise, and here is Pete Williams.
Now, overturned Roe v. Wade, overturned Roe v. Wade and the follow-on case called Casey, in which the abortion right was made nationwide. Those two rulings stood for the proposition that states could not ban abortion before the age of viability. They could restrict it during that period up to about 23 weeks, but they couldn't ban it. Now the Supreme Court has taken that guarantee away. Lester, this is the first time the Supreme Court has ever granted a constitutional right, which it did so when Roe was decided in 1973, and then took it away, a popular right that was widely recognized. So the immediate effect of this will be to uphold the Mississippi law that would ban abortion after 15 weeks. But this also now means that in roughly half the country, abortion is, as of now, or soon will be, illegal. 13 states have what are called trigger laws that were intended to make abortion illegal in those states. Once the Supreme Court reached this decision, in a few of those states, the law takes effect immediately. In some, they have to wait for the state attorney general to certify that this is what the Supreme Court has done. That's 13 states in which abortion will shortly be illegal. And in the rest of up to about half the states, they are expected soon to make it illegal. So we're about to become a divided country, Lester, where abortion is legal in about half the states, illegal in half the states. This is a 6-3 decision. It's written by Samuel Alito. We haven't had a chance to track it yet, but you may recall that Justice Alito was the author of the draft opinion that leaked in May that suggested that the Supreme Court was going to overturn Roe v. Wade. But Lester, I have to say this is not, while it is certainly going to be surprising to some, pleasing to others that have worked for the state for many years, it can't be too much of a surprise for 3 reasons. First of all, the fact that the court agreed to take this case in the first place. This was a decision from lower courts that said, no, you can't strike down abortion that early because it would go against Supreme Court precedents. There was no division among the circuit courts. So why did the Supreme Court take it? The logical conclusion has to be that they took it to overturn Roe. Secondly, what they did in the Texas case, where they allowed the Texas law to go into effect that would restrict abortion. And third, the comments that the justices made when the Roe v. Wade case was argued. So Supreme Court overturning Roe, this is one of the most significant, historic decisions in modern times, Lester. And now it means that abortion is no longer the law of the land. It's up to the states, and it's about to become illegal in about half of them.
NBC's Pete Williams with the decision, the landmark decision of the United States Supreme Court, which has ended constitutional protections for abortion that had been in place for nearly 50 years.
There you have it. You know, the great Supreme Court. You heard the word. Yeah. Me personally, I don't got a problem with it. Not really. You know, I don't got a problem with it, personally. You know, you said women, 47 abortions. I was commenting your statement. Yeah, I know women that done have abortions like that, like that. You probably know some too. You probably just never asked them, or they probably never told you. And in most cases, that's something that's kind of that's embarrassing for a woman to tell anybody that they got an abortion. That's kind of embarrassing for most women. Most women that have any pride wouldn't really talk like that to any, not to anybody. Well, men should speak up and insist no gloves, no wood. Then less abortion. It takes 2 to make a baby. Agree? Yeah, I agree. There's responsibility on both sides, but it usually don't happen that way. This is why I said somebody has to take responsibility when it really comes down to it in the moment. If you don't, if you about to go it, so if I'm a woman and this guy about to go on me raw, he ain't pull out no condom, the woman should say, hey, hold up, I got something for you. But it usually don't happen that way. It usually don't happen that way. She's so hot in the moment, just like he is, she might even pull him in. So everybody gets caught up. A lot of people get caught up in the moment. It takes a lot of discipline not to get caught up in the moment. But see, you have to be prepared before it even happened. Like if you go into a woman's house, I'm putting the shit in my pocket. I put it in your car. But then you got some people say, well, I don't want to be walking around with no condom in my pockets because that kind of gives off the vibe that we about to do something tonight. But shit, I don't know. Maybe not, but I want to be prepared. So a lot of people, men and women, will shame you and say, hey, well, why you got condoms on you? Because I might have sex. And if we do, I want to be prepared. You know, so it's a lot of like things people say to try to, shame you because, hey, you shouldn't be wearing, shouldn't be have condoms in your pocket, whether you're what else they call you. You're a pervert. I'm like, what? And if a woman has condoms on her in her purse, they'll say, well, you must be loose. So it's all these shaming tactics that are being used on men and women out here. But the responsibility is on both sides. What up, Mike? It's on both sides. Now, most women, they don't want to take responsibility for anything anyway. In most cases, I've had women say shit like, well, you made me do this. You made me do that. I'm like, I ain't made you do nothing. What are you talking about? You didn't say stop. You didn't say, hey, I don't want to do it. Nope, didn't say that. They don't want to take responsibility, so what they'll do is be like, oh, it's on you. It's on me? What? I'm like, and a lot of women don't want to make a decision either. I say, you want me to stay tonight or leave? Well, what you want to do? I'm like, you the one got to work in the morning. I don't. I'm just trying to be, if I don't have to work in the morning and she does, I'm trying to like, okay, I don't want to keep you up so late. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want you to be too tired tomorrow. That's where I was coming from. But it's that type of vibe. That happens a lot. What the heck? That happens a lot, man. And a lot of women, they don't want responsibility, and they don't want to be held accountable. So what do you do with a woman that don't want to be held accountable? There's only one thing to do. Leave. If you check her and she ain't really responding to that well at all, well, there ain't too much you can do with a woman like that. I mean, you fighting up against, that's like fighting up against a brick wall. You beating a dead horse, like some people like to say. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, damn.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You say you're trying to keep up late. Oh, okay. I ain't trying to be up that late. I'm gonna be honest, Mike. I ain't got it. I ain't got it the way I used to have it. I'm gonna keep it 100. I gotta do shit early now. Yo, smash the like button. What men and women need to stop dating thirsty so they can find healthy, balanced relationship. I agree with that 110%. Stay away from the dusties. I agree with that 110%. There's no disagreements with that statement, Pink Lady. Some people, that might be their only opportunity in a long time. Yeah. And a lot of women and a lot of guys need to leave them damn hood rats alone. That's another thing. See, the hood rats, I know they easy. I know. I done smash a couple of them. They easy. I know. But the problem with the hood rats is they got that drama with them other guys that they got lingering around. Or they got some old crazy baby daddy. And see, they're easy. You know you can get it very easily, because she's damaged emotionally. And you might go over to her house or get her to come over after you done talk to her a bit. And if you hit it good, it might not even matter if you hit it good. But if you hit it, she's going to be looking, feeling like you should be obligated to help her do shit. See, that's the problem with them hood rats. There's no free lunch with no hood rat. The hood rat going to be looking for you to do something. And you're going to be looking at her like she crazy. Like, what? I gave just like you gave. And then she might say something like, well, you wasn't saying that the other night when you was all in my pussy. It's that type of attitude. See, that's not the business right there. See, she's sounding like a damn prostitute. Talking like that. What are we doing? I thought we was having a good time. No, y'all was having a good time, but there's a method to her madness. But see, you don't understand that because you ain't from the hood and you ain't been around them streets like that. So maybe you from a small town like me, you don't really understand how some of these people can be so vicious because you're naive to a certain extent. You don't understand how somebody can be so vindictive like that. I used to be that way when I was 19 and 20, in my early 20s. I didn't understand it because I didn't grow up like that. I grew up in a small town, small country town. Damn near everybody knew each other directly or indirectly. You know, wasn't nobody, just a lovely town. The beach is 30 minutes away. Myrtle Beach is what? 35 minutes away. The state park is 20 minutes away. The country club is what? 20 minutes away. Florence is what? 1 hour away. Charleston is what? An hour and a half away. So, I grew up in a loving family. I got a gang of uncles. My grandparents was around. My great grandparents was around. I had older parents. They was around. I got 7 sisters and brothers. That's how I grew up. My family is pretty tight when I was growing up. Wasn't too much killing going on. Wasn't too much of that. Wasn't too much killing and not a lot of gun violence, very little, So that's how I grew up. I didn't have to worry about hood rats. There's always the bottom feeders everywhere you go. But hood rats, that's on another level of bottom feeders, I would say. There's always going to be projects or government housing. I think it's everywhere. Any small town, any big city, government housing is there. But and these women that's from these inner cities, boy, the hood rats, they on some other shit. I'm like, damn. Woo. Man. It's different, man. And I didn't know that until I went to Chicago. I was 20 years old at the time. And I went in the Navy. I was like, oh man, it's a different world out here. This shit is doggy dog. It's different out in these big cities, man. Some people that might be the opportunity. He said it's I don't get it 50-50. I don't know what he's talking about, Mike. Aren't you from the hood? Nah, I ain't from the hood, man. Nah. Emotional damage. Yes, hood girls is dangerous. Passive view. Yeah, I'm not a hood dude. I've said this quite a few times. I'm not a hood dude. No. Now, have I been in the hoods? Yeah. I'm not a hood dude. No. Now, I have a military background. That's that's probably my greatest strength. I can see and break down things sometimes within seconds. I have a military background. I'm not a hood dude. I didn't grow up in the hood. I ain't from the hood. I got some relatives that live in the hood. Yeah. But I don't go to New York City. I'm going to see my cousins in the Bronx, man. No, I don't even know them like that. Shit. And the ones that I do know like that, I'm like, what the fuck I'm coming up to New York City for? I don't even like it up there. So yeah, I'm not a hood dude. I'm the type of guy. I just have a military background. I just happen to be I traveled a lot over the years. I I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. And that's it. I have a lot of experience dealing with a lot of different people from all walks of life. And that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And man, that date one, you will get the great sex, but drama or jail. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy sex and good sex. Woo! Man, that sex gonna be off the hook. Woo-hoo. That might be some of the best cooch you ever had, boy, from a hood rat. But when you get out that bed, that woman gonna be like, okay, motherfucker, shit, you owe me. This is her thinking now, her way of thinking. When you leave, she gonna be thinking, hey, she gonna be calling you on speed dial. Hey, I need a favor. I had a flat tire, and I need $100 for a tire for my car. That type of shit. She gonna be calling you when you at work. You know, you be like, bitch, you better get a life. Don't be calling me at work during the daytime to change your tire. You better get some roadside assistance. You better get a life. Don't be calling me no bullshit like this. This is what happens when you fuck the hood rats. Mississippi in the house. Come on, tell me what's been your experience dealing with the hood rats, if any, and tell me your opinion about the Roe versus Wade decision. Come on and let's talk about it. Yo,
What's up?
what's going down?
I can't be on here too long, but because you caught me, I was cooking something. But yeah, I have mixed feelings about it, the Roe versus Wade thing. But you know, it's probably gonna get changed back anyway. You know,
Yeah, over time.
constitutionally, because it's election season. Ain't nobody playing. It's gonna no. That's a bad mark. I'm serious.
Oh yeah.
I mean, unless you can get the entirety of the male population, I'm gonna tell you who wants this to go. The alpha males, some of these beta males, and all the women.
They wanted to go away.
No. They want Roe versus Wade back up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. Get it back up there. We can't play this game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And as me and my cousin and a couple of people were talking about, I said, you know, that's the dumbest thing ever that you did. It's one thing if this was happening before Roe versus Wade happened, but now you fought it and Roe versus Wade isn't there, and you've taken the permissions from people. Well, if you force them to have a baby, from that point, from the beginning point, you have to pay for it as a state and the federal government. So that was the dumbest thing ever. You got to pay for pregnancies. You got to pay for, housing these kids. And no, you can't just put them anywhere or put them in private facilities. You actually have to build a state and federal facility, one where it's being monitored, because people aren't going to accept this, the way it is. I think that was the dumbest thing they could have done.
Well, yeah, a lot of states can't afford. A lot of states are broke already.
Yeah, and imagine you going to start taking care of abortions. That doesn't make any sense. What did you think was going to happen? Now you want to kick it back? No. All right, good. Yeah. Now, when you did it, it's going to wind up being enshrined in the Constitution. So good luck.
Yeah. What's up, ATL? ATL. Oh.
Yeah, it might be switching you to your phone rather than your earpiece. So you need to go back and go to the cog looking thing, and then hit it for the switch from your phone audio to your earpiece, because that's what it kept doing to me yesterday. But before
Oh,
that, it never did that. So it must be a new update.
I don't know. I got all my updates over here.
No, no. I'm just saying it automatically does that when it. I mean, switches you to the phone when before it wasn't doing that. It would keep you on your earpiece or whatever option you chose.
Oh, for real?
So,
You know,
yeah,
I've never clicked on a link of anybody else's show. I wouldn't know.
right,
I
right,
don't know, really.
right. I mean, it was simple before, but I had to figure it out yesterday. So,
Oh, so you think it's a Windows update, a phone, of some type of phone update?
Google update. But
Google.
it could have been a phone update, yeah, because I did do a phone update.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
That's
it's
why
going to change the game.
I think a lot of states are going to they're not going to go along with it. I think
No,
it's going to be because they can't afford to do it. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
but they don't know. A lot of these states that are doing it don't know what's about to happen, because from the beginning, someone's going to file a lawsuit, and it's not going to be pretty at all.
Who do you think going to file a lawsuit?
The mothers and their husbands or somebody's boyfriend. You know, you're asking them to do something that they don't want, and they had prior to that they had the choice to do it, and from a state level you're taking it down further than what they had before, so you're you're not enabling them to do whatever they wanted to do originally, and they're trying to say that walking around with your guns was entrenched and whatnot. Well, this was entrenched for 60, 70 years, I mean 50 years. um so you don't have any say in saying that that's not, part of society and everything. Because,
Well,
if you look at the Constitution, it doesn't say that
I didn't talk about it.
you can carry around weapons. In
No.
fact, they made sure that they couldn't carry around weapons. That's why they said, oh, whatever, militia, because just in case they wanted to take their weapons.
No.
They weren't going to stop them from going to shoot stuff and get their food, but push come to shove, if you start fighting me, I have a legal way to take your weapons away.
Yeah. You know, when they start talking about guns and abortion, man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with us. That's a damn.
Right. But here's the good thing for us. You know what's going to happen. So here's the process. As they have to take the child in for abortion. I mean, not abortion, but take them into custody to be in, what do you call it? For adoption. But before you can do that, since it's state sponsored, they have to find the father and get approval from the father.
Yeah.
Now you know what's coming next. And certain people high up in the food chain and some women do not want this to happen. But since you got to find the father and you have to prove who the father is, DNA testing for children. As soon as they get out, they got to do DNA testing. So that's where, the bonus is going to happen. As soon as possible, they got to do this. And then that's going to tap into other stuff like, well, these children have been checked. What about these other ones? And that, rules will come in place too, because, well, you can go back and say, well, if we're going to go there, why is this person responsible when it isn't their child and nobody's been punished, but I'm being punished for it? That doesn't make sense either. So that's going to come up.
I don't got a problem with none of that shit. What I got a problem with is you have people that are paying child support for kids that ain't theirs.
Right.
I mean, you got.
That's going to come up. That's going to come
I
up.
don't got a problem with none of that shit. You got women that put the kids on the guy that they like and all kind of shit. You know, and
Right,
then
right.
she don't want to take a DNA test. She like, and they keep asking her. She no.
I I guarantee that's the first thing that's going to
You
happen
know?
after the whole thing.
And
Because
then
as soon as you mention that they got to go to whatever home to adoption or whatever, as soon as that happens, they have to do the DNA test for those fathers.
yeah,
If they're
I got a
doing those DNA tests for those fathers that for the ones that are born, then they got to go back and test the other ones. And then once that's checked and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, then those laws have to go in effect. Like whoever had if you've been taking care of somebody else's kids and didn't know it, then they got to pay you back. You know what I'm saying? Because
and
that don't
check
make
this
any
out.
sense. Right.
A lot of women don't pay child support. They refuse
No,
to
no,
pay, and nothing
no.
happened to them.
Some of these men went to jail for not paying child support for a child that isn't theirs.
Yeah,
And, you know, they're not going to jail for that. They're
no,
not paying fines for that. They're
no,
not, they're incentivized to do the wrong thing.
yeah.
So, no,
This is why. See, this is why a lot of guys take shit into their own hands
right,
because they
right,
know the law. They're not. The laws are not
not
going
on
to
their
be
side.
enforced.
But I'm telling you right now, that men were going to be happy about this right now. They want it to Roe versus Wade to return, but for right now, as far as rules on parenting and stuff like that, it's it's going to change almost immediately, and laws have to be in place that have not been addressed, that they've been asking to be addressed. So that's what's going on right there. Especially if the woman had the baby and the state had to pay for it and they didn't know, then the father who's identified has to pay for them being taken care of if they want the child. So they're paying the medical costs and everything. Well, going back, if he has to pay the medical cost, he's taking responsibility for his child. Once again, like I said, that law will go back to anybody who's had children that were mysteriously from someone else. That will enforce them having to find those other people because that would be that would that would just basically be the same ruling, you know. But anyway, that's that. What was the other thing you were talking about?
What I was just talking about what you thought about the Roe versus Wade decision, and if you ever had any experience with a hood rat.
Yeah, yeah,
And most guys
yeah,
have.
yeah. Good girls got that good stuff, but I'm gonna tell you something, and I've seen it. The wildest girls out there
Yeah.
are the pastor's daughter. It's been proven. Guys know that. That's the first. That's the first girl that guys that play around go for. The dirtiest guys go after
No,
this
but
girl.
but that shit, they're not hood rats though.
No, 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 no. I got that. I got that. She's good, but how do I put it? She's down for anything.
Yeah, a lot of
I've
them.
seen it. It's like you've been good all your life, and then all of a sudden you hit the streets and you just lost your mind. It lost your mind,
That's
and
more. They
I've seen it.
were sheltered. That's all that is.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they were
yeah.
sheltered.
I'm gonna agree with that, 100%.
That happens a lot. I mean, I was sheltered. I mean,
Yeah,
most
yeah.
people in my family, I would say at least 60% of people where I'm from, they were
Hmm.
sheltered.
Yeah.
If you look back
I
on it today, you'd be like, yeah, we kind of were sheltered.
right.
But
I'm at
there was
like,
a lot of shit going on in our area. But we
mhm,
were too young to know about it and understand what
right.
was going on.
Yeah, I'm like I was at the 30 to 40% mark because there was other stuff I should have known, but I just no, no. I should have been there. Um, but yeah, yeah. Like I said, I've seen it. It would be nice to be
Yeah.
with, but
Oh damn. Damn, I lost. I think I lost him, man. But Mike went out on me. Yo, can you hear me now?
I
Yeah.
still hear you.
Yeah, I hear
It
you now. I
switched
hear
me
you.
to this other stuff. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, go. What you was about to say?
I forgot.
Oh. Yeah, them
um,
hood chicks, they got that fire, baby.
yeah,
Hood
yeah,
red.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it would be nice to try, but and I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but
No, that's a mistake.
no, 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 no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Hey, check this out. I went to a uh yeah, it's a Mexican owned store.
Right.
They got this I was looking for a Mexican store because they got this um it's like a steak barbecue.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm talking about? That they have?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Not the
That shit
chipotle
good, right?
sauce.
That shit good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was looking for that around here and I finally found one yesterday.
Hmm.
And it was a girl in there had I guess she looked like she was from, if I had to guess, I
Like
probably said she was
Venezuela.
from no, I would say Colombia. I would
Yeah,
say
yeah.
Colombia. But she had a big ass tattoo on her back, right?
Mm,
And she had
right.
a tattoo on her arm. I said, oh shit.
Uh,
but
that wasn't for fun. That's labeling.
she had a big old ass.
Yeah,
I
they
mean that
normally
ass was
do.
like, yeah, that ass was like a she had on jeans too. But in the jeans it showed all the curves.
I know.
And I
I
said
know.
and I was with my man was with me. I said, that's not what you want, buddy.
Mm-mm,
Don't do it.
mm-mm.
Leave that alone. That's not.
Um,
And then she had red hair, like grimy
uh,
hair.
she ready. She ready. She sending signals.
I said, that's not what you want, buddy. I've been
That's not
there
for
and
you.
done that.
Yeah. Well, it's like y'all said yesterday. You don't want anything that you know this like you or what you're interested in, and it's interested in
Yeah,
you.
what it is, man. A lot of women, the women that are like that, hood rats, they got too much
Mm.
shit with them. That's the problem.
Right, right.
You know,
Or they don't know what they want.
a lot of them are they're okay with where they're at
Hmm.
for the most part. You know, now there's
Right.
some people that they want to get out of that situation, which is the
Hmm.
right mindset to have. But a lot of
Right.
them they're fine at where they're at.
But being with somebody who wants to get out of that situation, they come up with the thirst issue too.
Yeah,
They because even when they get with you and you doing fine, any just a tickle of something, and you saying you can handle it, but as soon as it's just anything, it goes from 0 to 100, and
yeah,
I'm like, I got this. I've done this before. I'm good. You know, it's just one thing that I gotta take care of. It's not. I said I'm gonna take care of it on Friday. I got the money. We got other bills to pay. I'll take care of it on Friday, just for an extra money, right? She goes behind my back and pays it that day. I'm like, what the hell do you want?
yeah.
I'm taking care of home. Nah, nah.
That's you know, any
That was the
woman
end
that
of that.
goes behind your back and do stuff like that,
All right.
you can't trust a woman like that.
Nah, no. Especially when I'm supposed to be taking care of all this stuff.
No, you
And
can't trust
then You going to try to mess up my game now? No,
I was
I
with a
don't.
woman like that in the past, where if maybe I had something going on, I was trying to do something, and with this third party person or whatever, that the both
Right,
of us knew, right?
right.
So after I was done talking to the person, she would go back and call the person and be like, "Hey,
You know what he said?
we don't got to do that. You don't got to do that. Just forget about what happened earlier today." Boom.
Right.
And then I'll call a person back a couple days later, and they won't answer the phone. Nothing. I'm like, "Yo,
Mm,
what the problem is?" And I'm talking to her about it. She said, "I don't know. I don't know.
mm,
Maybe you don't want to do it again."
mm.
You self-sabotaging bitch.
Right,
You
right.
low self-esteem ass bitch. You know, you got to go. It took
Mm,
me about 6 months to figure out that she was sabotaging damn near everything
right.
I was trying to do at the time.
Where's Pink Lady? I thought she'd get up on here. Come on, lady.
Yeah,
I
come
want to
on,
hear
pink
her
lady.
opinions.
Come on, pink lady.
In fact, I got to get up off of here. I, I I'm at like 26%, and I got to cook this food. But
Oh,
you
all
know
right,
what?
brother.
No, knowing me, if I hear her on here, I might jump back on again. All
Hold it down, man.
right, man.
Peace.
All right.
I'm locked out of StreamYard. Why are you locked out? ATL? Was that you trying to get on ATL? How you locked out? How did that? I didn't know you could get locked out of StreamYard. I didn't even know you could do that. I don't know. How do you get unlocked out? I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know, man. Sorry about that. If that's what it is, sorry about that. I don't know how that happened. You know. Yeah, you can come on if you want. That's weird. You can. I don't know. I don't know how you got locked up, buddy. But hey, sorry about that. you know, I just want to hear what other people think about the Roe versus Wade decision, and how what are women gonna do? How are women gonna adapt? What change is gonna be made? Just socially speaking. I mean, I think a lot of women are gonna move different. I think a lot of women won't be so reckless, you know, more careful on who they lay up with. That's what I think. That's what I think is gonna happen with a lot of women. You know, I don't think they're gonna they always gonna look, you got some women always gonna lay up with dusty dudes or the dope boys, you know, especially um especially us. One thing about us as black people, we don't really today especially, we don't really separate ourselves from the street dudes to the dope boys to the educated people, professionals, to the working class people, to the military people, to the entertainers. We don't really separate ourselves like that today. Everybody go to the same barbershop. It's like we don't really, my cousin worked at the plant and I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? We don't really So the rapper is a millionaire, and your cousin work at the plant. They still meet up doing Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? We don't. That's pretty much how we are. Other groups of people are not like that. Other groups of people are not like that. These other groups of people, if their families if their family is worth millions, they don't hang out with that hillbilly cousin that they got during the holidays. No, that hillbilly cousin they got, he ain't invited to Thanksgiving. He can't even get through the gate to come over for Thanksgiving because they live in a private neighborhood. Oh, they got security at their estate. See, most black people are not like that. They don't operate like that. I say women, no sex till marriage. So you get pregnant, he has to provide and protect his wife and kid, what God wants. Yeah, I ain't got a problem with that either. I was on StreamYard. I refresh everything. Now I can't use the camera and mic. You might have to restart your phone. Restart your phone. It probably worked then if you restart your phone. Yeah, sometimes you have to restart your phone. You probably one of them guys that you never restart your phone. When you go to sleep, your phone's still on. You probably never turn it off. You probably one of them guys. You probably one of them guys never turn your phone off. And your phone never updates if you don't turn it off from time to time. I learned that the hard way. I used to be like that. That's why I'm fucking with you. But yeah, I think women will starting to be more careful. Because guys can only do what the women let them. That's really the truth. Really. I mean, that's just what it is. I only go off if it dies. Exactly. Like I said, I know. But you got to realize it's women are not going to really change unless they have to. And there's no incentive for women to change anything. Because everything a woman does and says, the majority of guys don't respond in a negative way. Now, they might not respond in a positive way, but it ain't in a negative way. And then you got these super simps that a woman can do no wrong in their eyes. As soon as a guy criticizes a woman, there's always some guy that comes out of the pack, out of nowhere, damn near, and be like, yo, you can't talk about women like that. I'm like, bro, you got to relax. I mean, women do shit wrong sometimes. They do things, a lot of women are out of pocket, especially today. God damn. Women today have taken on some of the worst characteristics of man. I'm like, damn, that shit is awful. I mean, you can't even make this shit up, man. Some women are doing stuff out here. I'll be like, yo, You need your ass kicked for that. That was cold, man. Then I'd be like, did he deserve that? Come on, man. I mean, I could see if the guy was a dope boy or a scumbag, okay. But the dude, you got a lot of women are just preying on guys. I mean, come on, man. They preying on guys like Chris Rock. Preyed on Will Smith preyed on Chris Rock at the awards. You got a lot of women that are doing the same thing. They're preying on guys that they know he ain't gonna do nothing back. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Pink Lady. Mike said he want to see you out here. Oh, Pink Lady. Uh-oh. Mike said he want to see you come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's what Mike said, Pink Lady. I didn't say it. He want to hear what you think. Come on down. No, nothing bad. No. I respect anybody that comes on. I don't make fun of anybody. Not at all. I don't make fun or disrespect anybody. And I don't filter anybody. I let people say what's on their mind. That's how I get down. Because I look at it like we go through that through our daily lives every week. You know what I'm saying? So I let people say what's on their mind. I don't have to agree with it either. You know? That's how I see it. But, you know, these are just my thoughts on what I think is going to happen. But I don't think it's going to be like this forever. The ruling. I think eventually, let me tell you what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to be like a 50-50 split between most of the states. I think half the states going to go along with it, and the other half going to be like, we ain't really down with that. Or they can't afford to do it. You know, some of these states are already having financial problems. They probably can't afford to do it because they're going to look at the long-term financial decisions that have to be made or the consequences. You know, a lot of states probably can't afford to go along with that. But eventually, I think it will go back to the way it used to be. Women that have the right to have abortion again, just like before. But you got to think about it. It used to be this way before, when grandma and grandpa was together. It used to be like this. And this is one reason why you had such big families back in the day. So this is nothing new, really. Yeah, nothing new, really. Yeah. They don't realize they have to pay for it. Yeah. There's always you got to pay the cost to be the boss. You know, that's how that is. You know, there's no free lunch out here. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. You dig? That's how that is, man. Yeah. And these states gotta pay the cost. These state governments gotta pay the cost to be the boss too. You know, and that's a good thing about being in America, in North America. Every state is different with different laws. You know, even counties down to the cities. Every place operates by different rules, different laws, different policies. And the good news is, if you don't like the laws and the rules and the policies where you at, you can move. That's the good news. You know, it's one reason why it's important to vote, especially your governor. Yeah, on the state and local level. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. On the when it comes to the president, the hell with that. But on the local level, state level, yeah, 100%. I agree with that. And you gotta grease them pockets of these politicians and people running for office. You gotta grease them pockets. You gotta put some money behind that vote. I think a lot of us don't understand that. We want to be in this kind of fairy tale world and think that, hey, it's all about the vote. No, it's about the damn money more than anything. Because these big companies come through donating $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million. And you put your little $500 in, well, who the hell you think is on the top of the list? The person that gave me $500,000 versus $500. Who you think on the top of the list? Who you think is a priority? The person that gave the most money. The person that gave me the most money, I'm gonna pick up the telephone. I'm gonna have a direct line to him or her. If you gave me $50, god damn, I'm grateful for it, but shit, $50 ain't, hey man, that ain't too much muscle in $50. Shit. That's how it is, man. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. In politics. What? That mic's still going off, man. Come on, Pink. You don't have to say what we want to hear, but we do want to hear it. Oh, boy. I feel a woman should make her own choice on that child. Well, yeah, a lot of people feel that way, you know, but a lot of states don't feel that way because, you know, your state property. You know, state look at it like, if this woman gets pregnant, who's going to pick up the tab? If that guy don't do what he's supposed to. That's how these state governments look at it. The state don't want to have to pick up the tab. That's what child support is for. So the state is looking at it like a business. This is a business decision. There might be some grimy business going on, but hey, At the end of the day, it's all about it's money driven. You don't believe men have a say in the pregnancy process? Well, he didn't say that. He just said a woman should have the right to make her own choice. Night, Jim. All right. Next time you have sex, tell her no glove, no wood. She have a problem, tell her to kick rocks. I hear you, Pink Lady. Good night. Yeah, he should have. Yeah, he should have his say. Okay. Yeah, I think he's saying the guy should have his say as well. But ultimately, I guess it's up to the woman. You know, there's a lot of guys that feel that way. You know, it should be like a you know, group think. You know, that's how, you know, I think, me personally, I think the way you think, Mississippi, but there's another side of this. You have a lot of degenerates out here that's not responsible. And some of these degenerates need structure. So this is why the state gets involved. So there's like two sides of this. See, I think Mississippi, you're looking at it from a common sense, just socially speaking, kind of way. But you have to realize everybody ain't common sense ain't common out here no more. You got people out here that are so irresponsible. I mean, you can't even begin. You might not even be able to wrap your mind around how some of these people be even thinking sometimes, you know? So you just got to put things into context. I mean, you're like, oh my God, this, how do you even, just think about it. When I first started when I first came online tonight, I told you, I met a woman in college that had 7 abortions. 7 abortions. And she was 31 years old. Now, when she told me that, I couldn't even wrap my mind around that at the moment. How the hell you had 7 abortions at 31 years old? That's just crazy to me. So this is what you got out here, man. You got women out here that are using abortion like birth control. It's crazy. The Pink Lady might be chubby. Well, I don't know, man. If she is, it's all good, man. If a man is married, yes, he have a say. If not, no. She was carrying the baby, not the man. Well, a lot of people think that way too, just like Pink Lady. A lot of women say, hey, if we ain't married, your words don't matter. I disagree with that. But there's some women that say that, some men and women that think that way. You know, I don't necessarily think that. I think the guy should have a say so in the matter regardless if they're married or not. That's just me. Your choice, your body, your choice, my wallet, my choice. That's funny. Margaret Sanger said the same thing Mississippi said. ML King, and Du Bois supported her They say abort the babies if you don't want them or can't take care of them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she was a racist ass woman, you know. Abortion is birth control. That's how they use. That's how a lot of women are using it today. They're abusing it. A lot of women brag about having abortions. I don't think that's cool. You know, you. But that's just me. That's my way of thinking. You know, that's my way of thinking. One of my coworkers told us one of her friends confided in her she had at least one abortion every year since she got out of high school. She was 45. That's what I'm talking about. And you have women like, that's a good example of what I'm talking about. It's crazy. You know? The pink lady chubby is cool. More cushion for the pushing. Man, you crazy, man. You crazy, man. Oh, man. Hilarious, man. Crazy, man. Hey, follow me on Instagram, man. Damn, where is my Instagram? My Instagram. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. That's my Instagram. Lots of pills to pop to keep from having a baby. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of pills. They got the what? 48 is, I think, one of the big ones a lot of women starting to use. I think they call it 48. I heard one girl say, yeah, I use it. They said it burns like hell inside, you know, but she said it works. I said, oh, okay. Yeah. You got a lot of that, you know. And the crazy thing is, a lot of women, they don't worry about getting an STD as much as getting pregnant. Getting pregnant is like, oh my gosh. Getting an STD is like, oh well. Yeah, women don't worry about getting an STD, man. They're like, getting an STD is like, oh well. Getting pregnant is like, oh my gosh. You know, it's weird. A lot of women are weird like that. For me personally, getting an STD is a big deal to me. And I ain't never had shit. I ain't never had nothing. And getting a girl pregnant is a big deal to me. But a lot of women, getting pregnant is a big deal. Getting an STD is not like, oh, well, I'll get rid of it. What if you can't get rid of it so fast? Or at all? In America, anyway, you know? Yeah, so it's weird, man. But Plan B pill, yeah, it's all kind of shit, man. I feel sorry for the kids that come into this world who will be mistreated by parents who don't really want them. Yeah. You got IUD. I don't know what that means. I hate it, Mike. No fire over here. No fire over here. Man, I hate it, Mike. Me either. You know, I don't think you know what? I had a crazy story that happened to me. This is years ago. This is like 15 years ago. Probably 15. Yeah, probably 15 years ago now. I got what they call it? A UI, a urinary tract infection. Basically, you could get a UI with, could be food or could be just too much rough sex, or I forgot the other thing too, you know. But I got a UI one time, and I thought that this girl gave me that fire, Mike, because you know I ain't never had nothing, so I kind of panicked. I went to the damn. I woke up one morning, and my shit was burning when I went to take a piss, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck going on, man?" But I heard stories about guys having some dripping pus and all that shit. So I kind of panicked. I kind of lost it, yo. You know, I kind of lost it. And I got dressed and I went straight to the clinic, like ASAP. I'm talking like from the time I went to the restroom, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to the clinic. It's like what, 8 o'clock? Clinic open like what? Most of them open 8, 9 o'clock. I washed my face, brushed my teeth, went in the room, put my clothes, threw some clothes on, drove down to the clinic, probably 20 minutes away. The doctor said, yo, you just got a UI. It ain't that serious. So now, check this out. I called the girl up that I slept with last, like, now you got to think about it. I really panicked. I lost it. I didn't sleep. She's the last person I slept with like 3 months ago. 3 months ago. This is I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. 3 months ago now, I slept. She's the last person I slept with. So I cursed her out on the way to the clinic. By the time I get to the clinic, I hang up on her, went in there, told the nurse what was going on with me. The doctor came in there 10 minutes later, said, hey, you just got a UI. Ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? He looked me over and everything. He said, he gave me like some pills to clear the infection up. He said, you should be good in like 2 to 3 days. If anything changes, come back. And he would have to stick a Q-tip up inside my joint. But I took the pills. It cleared up. Now I just cursed the girl out now. So now I feel so bad. I feel so bad, man. So now I got to call her back and apologize. God damn. So I got to call her back and apologize, man. So you know that was so, I was so embarrassed and I felt so bad. And she never forgave me for cursing her out like that. She was so scared. She went to the emergency room after I told her what I had, what I thought I had anyway, which turned out to be just an infection. You know, she went to the emergency room. Everything came back cleared. And I apologized. I said I was sorry. She never forgave me with that shit. And that was pretty much it. With that. You know, I never had anything before. And I've heard guys talk about getting burned. And I just listened. I like, you know, they talk about the pus and my shit was dripping. And I'm like, oh, shit. But I'm dripping, but it ain't the same thing. You know, it's similar, but not the same thing. And plus, It's been 3 months for me doing anything at the time. I'm in Florence at the time. She's in Concord at the time. So I'm like, oh man, I fucking lost my damn mind. You know. Yeah, I lost my damn mind, man. So that's my story, you know, and I learned from it. So yeah, man, you know, that was the only scare that I ever had. So yeah, you know, she thought you were with someone else. Well, yeah, yeah, you know. Well, yeah, man, that's about all I got. You know, like, share this episode, and don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast, and don't forget to check out my Patreon. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. Did you like that video? If you want more of that, it's right here. Boss Life Secrets on Amazon.com. And share this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.